That's a pair of panties she sent me.
All right, it's okay.
The man confesses to have recently taken Viagra.
Is it just fish? Nothing else? Fish, yeah. Nothing else but fish, yeah?
At Manchester Airport, a flight has just arrived from Dubai. Border officers and immigration have stopped a British man who's lost his passport. They've let him into the country, but want customs officers to speak to him.
He's turned up without a passport. He came off to Dubai. He's been drinking and he's arrogant, is the word they used. But I'm sure you'll be able to cope with that. 99152.
Thank you, Chief.
With the man's rather unusual behaviour, border officers and immigration have suggested searching his bags.
He didn't seem that drunk.
He looks completely out of it.
Yes, sir.
I want to go to Soidful, you know.
You want to go to?
Soidful, you know Soidful?
Salford. Yes.
Yeah.
Salford.
Yeah.
Right, well, first of all, you need to get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Do you have anything to declare?
What do you mean?
Do you need to speak? Sorry?
I need to speak. No.
No.
No, I don't.
Where have you arrived from?
I come from Dhaka.
Right.
Yeah.
Officers take the man aside for further questioning.
Where did you lose your passport?
In the airport.
In the airport in Dubai.
No, Dubai, or I don't know where.
You don't know where you've lost it?
Well, I did have it with me. You know, I don't know why.
Is it a British passport?
Right. Well, I'm going to look inside your bags and I'm going to ask you some questions. Are these all your bags here?
This one is mine.
Yeah, did you pack them yourself?
What?
Did you pack them all yourself?
Yeah.
Do you know what's inside the bags?
Yeah.
Has anyone given you anything to carry?
Anything? No, nothing too bad to carry.
Well, okay. Have you had a few drinks on the plane?
Yeah, one or two.
One or two?
Aye.
All right, okay, that explains a few things.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna lie, I'm gonna have to lie.
All right.
You know.
What do? Do you work here or are you a student?
No, I'm no student, nothing. My family here, right? I just see my family. Right.
Where is your home?
No. Fatley.
Flatley.
Fatley.
Like Michael Flatley.
No, it's called Fatley.
Fackley.
Yeah.
Which country is that?
It's in Bangladesh.
Right.
In Bangladesh. So your home is in Bangladesh.
No, my home is in England.
Yeah,
You've just said.
where in England is your home?
Manchester.
Right. Okay.
Right.
My family, my mom.
You went to Bangladesh to visit your family. And how long have you been away?
How long? I maybe 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
No, I mean 4 months.
4 months?
4 months, yeah. So quite long.
It's a long time.
Yeah, quite long.
But what my colleague asked was,
Right.
do you work in Manchester?
Yeah, catering.
Catering?
Yeah. Aye. Catering, yeah. Catering was, yeah.
Even the simplest question seems too much for this passenger.
Okay, what's this then? This one?
No, nothing bad, but you
Right.
take it, man. It's all yours, man. You take it.
All right.
You're happy. No, I don't mind. It's nothing bad.
Fruit?
Yeah, yeah, I mean fruit, yeah.
Right, you know, you have too many cigarettes. Do you know that?
Too many cigarettes?
Yeah.
Only 3 packs.
You're not allowed 3 packets, you're allowed an allowance of 200.
I don't know, this is my first time. I
Right.
swear to God, I don't know. This is my first time anyway.
Okay.
The officers are used to dealing with all kinds and are satisfied this man has just had a bit too much to drink.
Then, aye.
I think because you've drunk too much.
No, I'm
I think, no.
See, it does make me, giving me a hard time.
Right.
If I'm drunk, obviously, it's something bad. But
Right, no,
nothing
listen,
bad to
listen,
me. And why should...
listen to what I'm saying.
Okay,
You've lost your passport, so you might lose these cigarettes, so I'm sticking them in here, okay?
Okay,
And
boss,
put that
I
in
will
your...
appreciate it, yeah.
Don't lose that,
I'll never
because
lose.
that's all you've got left, ID-wise. Put it in your pocket.
Boss, you're younger than me, but...
I'm younger than you.
Give me a good lesson, and
I'm
I
younger
never
than you.
forget. No, I'm just saying.
Say that. I'm younger than him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The man is keen to explain how and why he lost his passport.
I have nice flight, I have a passport, and I can't understand why. I got a passport with me and someone saying, oh, I lost my passport, this, that, and passport is gone. So that make me very bad. In the plane, they have drink. Obviously, I have a good time in the nice flying, you know.
Happy that he's heeded their warning, officers send him on his way.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
To the left, to the left, and then right. Left and then right.
Okay.
Oh, watch yourself. He'd had a bit to drink, but he was a nice fella, I think. He had a bit of fruit and a few ciggies too many. I just hope he finds his way home.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye.
At Gatwick Airport, border agency officers are paying close attention to holidaymakers returning from Montego Bay in Jamaica. Passengers are being observed as they pass through immigration, and Officer Lorinda's attention is drawn to a white-haired male who sat on a passenger transporter. She follows him down to the luggage reclaim area and waits to intercept him as he passes through the green Nothing to Declare channel.
Hello there, sir. Are you travelling on your own today? Okay, can I see your passport and your tickets, please?
The man says he's been working out in Jamaica for the past 10 months and has travelled back to the UK for medical treatment.
You're fully aware it's illegal to import into the UK drugs, firearms and decent officing material? Yep. Okay, super.
Well, I don't take drugs anyway, so...
Just need to check that you understand it's illegal to bring them in anyway.
I'm doing this one.
Okay. Right, just bear with me. I'll have a look through that in a second. All right.
Lorinda opens the man's suitcase to search for any illicit materials, and straight away she makes an unusual discovery.
Why have you got one inside one?
Well, because when I come back...
So you're going to fill it up whilst you're here? What kind of things are you going to be buying then?
Oh, nothing really. Sometimes some tool stuff.
Right. We'll put that one back in your bag so it's safe.
Lorinda opens up the second of the man's suitcases.
And you've got another one inside another one.
That's it, yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to carry my hand luggage on a plane.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's either like the Russian doll.
So what do you want me to do, smile now or what?
The man is clearly in good spirits, but Lorinda must thoroughly check the contents of his cases.
Right, am I going to find another one in this one?
No, that's it.
That's it, is it?
That's it, yeah. Is it?
This is all you've got for a couple of months' stay?
I got all my stuff over there.
What, are your sisters?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
After a meticulous search of the man's possessions, Lorinda is happy he's carrying nothing illegal and he's free to go.
Okay, Mr. Hitchens.
Everything fine, eh?
Everything's wonderful, thank you very much.
Let's start with it.
Yep. That's fine. Okay.
It's the first time I've ever been searched. I've been travelling all over the world with it. So anyway, that's their job. Because they could have found bombs on there, right? Explosives on there. Eh? So that's their job.
At Gatwick's South Terminal, passengers have just landed from Madrid. In the immigration hall, officers are looking out for any signs of suspicious behaviour. Passengers who appear nervous will be pulled over in the customs channels. Officers will then check to ensure they're not carrying anything illegal. A Brazilian passenger from the Madrid flight has been spotted sweating profusely, so officers take him aside to search his suitcase.
Basically, he came through immigration. It was the usual sort of nervous, didn't really answer immigration's questions and that lot.
And how long are you going to be in the UK?
No, I'm leaving tonight.
Okay, going back to Brazil?
Yes, back to Brazil.
And you've travelled all over Europe, is that what?
I don't understand.
On this trip,
Okay.
you've been to lots of places, yes?
Yes, Barcelona, Madrid, Istanbul, and London.
Do you want to sit down? Because you look like you're about to fall down.
No, that's okay.
You're okay. All right, so I understand from listening to you in immigration that it was a business trip.
Okay, yes, it is.
Is that right?
Yes, I was with my representatives here and in Istanbul, Barcelona, and Madrid.
Just for meetings or
Yes,
what?
meetings, and of course some tourism too, okay? I don't know why I'm nervous. It's just because it never happened to me to be so questioned like as this time.
But you attend meetings all the time, yeah, for your
Yes.
job? So you must be familiar with travelling?
Yes,
and being
yes.
questioned by people?
Yes.
Yeah?
I
So
don't know.
why is it a problem now?
No reason for.
Okay. Calm down.
The man's anxiety leads the officer to doubt his story, so his bags will be thoroughly searched for any illicit items. Officer Fitz assists by swab testing his possessions to see if he's come into contact with any drugs. The swab is then taken for analysis using a machine that can detect even the tiniest traces.
Nothing on the iron trap.
This time, the swab test is clear, but the man's nervous behavior is still alarming. His suitcase is x-rayed to check for unlawful concealments.
It's like, why would you be that nervous? That's scary.
Was it his first time?
It's a regular traveller.
No, it's fine.
Nothing is found in his belongings, but officers want to check he's not hiding anything on his body.
Just a rub-down search. You understand?
You don't understand.
All right. I'm going to ask 2 male officers to take you to a private room and give you a rub-down search. Like you go, when you go through security and you get patted down.
No problem.
Yeah?
One way or another, they'll find out why he's so nervous.
Okay, if you just put your bags up onto the bench for me, yeah. Yeah, just put the bags there. And if you just want to take a seat over in the far end.
Very nervous. I don't know why.
Very nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
Despite his nerves, the man consents to the search.
Yeah, next one. That's great, that's fine.
Okay.
His shoes are removed so they can be swab tested for any traces of drugs.
If he's got drugs internally, then he'll sweat and it will come out. The sweat partly will be in the shoes. So if this tests positive, then he's either used or he's swallowed.
Once again, the swab is clear, but Officer Fitz has uncovered some revealing secrets.
Yeah, he did actually admit that he's actually quite nervous. I sort of like, yeah. I mean, he had quite a few pills in his little small holdall. So obviously there was one for sort of like for mare sickness, and there's like these other blue pills. So I said, "Oh, what are these?" And he's like,
The man confesses to have recently taken Viagra, which may explain his nervous behavior.
This sort of thing hasn't happened to him before since he's been travelling for so long. So I think he's just very nervous that he's had to go through all the security appearances. So, but apart from that, he was such a nice chap. Okay, then, sir. Okay. Here's your shoes. Yep, no problem. Want to put those back on?
With all the searches now complete and the reasons for the man's anxiety exposed, he's now free to continue his onward journey.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
It's a busy morning at Bristol Airport. Passengers have arrived back from Malaga and are waiting in baggage reclaim for their luggage. Officers have been x-raying suitcases coming off the flight and have identified a number of bags carrying large quantities of tobacco. Officer Brandon spots the first bag being collected by a male passenger and moves into position to intercept him in the customs channels.
Hello there, sir. Customs. So you come through travelling by yourself today? Yes. Just yourself, is it? Okay.
Tobacco products purchased in Spain are only allowed to enter the UK if they're for personal use.
Have you ever been stopped by customs before? No. Have you purchased any excise goods whilst you've been away? Cigarettes, tobacco, anything like that? Okay. How much tobacco have you got?
As the passenger struggles with the padlock on his bag, Officer Erica has been looking at the passenger list for the flight.
Are you travelling with anyone else at all? Or? No?
But she knows this isn't true. The man is travelling with his wife and he faces an uncomfortable reunion.
Excuse me, madam, have you got your passport at all?
Me. Husband's got it.
Your husband's got it? So you're travelling with your husband?
Yeah.
Right, OK, if you can step with us, we've just pulled him in a second.
Who's your tobacco for, then?
I smoke to myself.
Is that your husband there?
2 lads, they smoke as well.
Right.
Right, OK. When did you last travel abroad?
4 weeks ago.
Who's this?
My wife, so.
Oh, How do you manage to travel alone then, and all of a sudden your wife's here? Did you not know you were both flying at the same time?
No, it was like that though, when you stopped me.
Right.
But I asked you again, and you still said you weren't travelling with anyone.
Right, bear me a moment, okay?
Brandon decides to run some background checks. The man has been stopped by customs in the past, meaning he's lied more than once.
He doesn't know the combination for his case. He said he's not been stopped by customs on a previous occasion, which obviously is a lie again. There's got to be reasons. There's casting a lot of doubt in my mind. We'll have a look what he's got in there, and we'll take things from there. Oh, you got it off, did you?
The man must prove his tobacco products are for personal use. But given he's lied twice already, Brandon is less inclined to believe anything he has to say.
What quantity of goods do you have there?
If they fail to convince officers that the tobacco is only for themselves, they face having all of their goods seized.
So no papers, no filters, no smoking tin? Nothing? What about yourself? Do you have anything like that? You just smoke cigarettes, okay? With the fingers, and there's no odour, no tobacco odour from them. I'm quite convinced that they're non-smokers. Do you want to come and take
The officers decide to take the couple away for further questioning.
No, you stay separate. I'll get you a seat now.
They'll be interviewed separately to see if their stories are the same.
If they're telling lies then, it's very rare that they'll have the same story, unless they're well rehearsed. But I doubt that is the case.
During the interviews, it's revealed that the couple regularly buy tobacco abroad for themselves and their sons.
How does that work? Do they tell you how much they want, or do you charge them for the quantity you give them when you get back?
I pay the bill you send and split it 3 ways, whatever it was.
But receiving money for goods is an offence, even if it's from family members.
Bought it for Christmas presents mostly, for the children, grandchildren.
So why did you lie about travelling with your wife?
As I say, it was just news, I don't know why I said it.
As Brandon and Erica compare notes, there's some inconsistencies in their stories.
His wife basically is giving a different story, painting a different picture really of where the goods are going and how much they've brought back on a previous occasion. He's also receiving money for 2/3 of the goods. I believe there's enough grounds to make a sort of viable seizure. I'm not satisfied the goods are for yourselves, and there's a commercial element involved, all right? And the goods will be seized from you on this occasion.
Reluctantly, the couple sign papers to confirm that their tobacco is all being seized. They'll have 30 days in which to appeal the seizure, but for now, they're leaving empty-handed. In the South Terminal, a flight has just landed from Tripoli in Libya. As luggage is being unloaded from the flight, officers have noticed a strange odour coming from a number of suitcases. And as the pungent suitcases are collected, the owners are stopped for questioning in the customs channels.
Okay, is it just fish? Nothing
Yeah,
else?
fish, yeah.
Nothing else but fish, yeah?
Just food. My mum, I bring for my brothers, sisters, my
Right,
moms and
yeah,
dad.
okay, but it all belongs to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, but some I'll give to her.
Well, no, you said, when I asked you the initial questions, you said these bags were yours and yours alone.
No, because I put it on my name. That's what I'm saying.
no, you
Because
said-
it gives us the key.
You said to me.
Yeah, because it's my name. I cannot lie to you. That's why.
From outside the EU, there's a strict allowance of 20 kilograms of fish per person. It's become apparent that the woman's travelling companions are people she's just met in the baggage hall.
The first time they come in this country, they don't speak English. So I was happy and kept it for them.
Officers suspect that the woman may have befriended the other passengers so they would unwittingly share her imported food allowance. The first suitcase is stuffed to the brim with smoked fish. So if she's carrying any more, she'll be well over her allowance.
It's just dried smoked fish. It's whether it's dried or wet fish. If you go over the 20 kilos allowance, it's all liable to seizure.
And it doesn't look particularly appetizing. Officers open the woman's second suitcase, which is also stuffed to the brim with smoked fish. It's clear she has well exceeded her allowance.
The regulations are 20 kilos of fish. If you go over that, it's deemed as a commercial amount, and we're entitled to take the whole lot. So in this case, it was about 43 kilos of fish, just for the one passenger.
Despite being way over her allowance, the passenger is far from happy that she'll be leaving with nothing.
Only allowed 20 kilos. 20 kilos? And why don't you give me my 20 kilos?
Because if you exceed your 20 kilo allowance, £30 to take the whole lot from you.
Yeah, but I didn't know.
It's your responsibility as a traveller to ensure you know what your allowances are.
It's the aeroplane responsibility to learn people what to bring and how many kilos you have to bring.
It's the airline's responsibility, I'm afraid.
The 43 kilograms of fish are bagged up and ready to be destroyed. The disgruntled woman is given a warning and released. Border agency officers are processing passengers passing through immigration. One passenger from Cameroon has caught the attention of officers after he claimed he'd come to the UK to watch a football match. The man has a lot of questions to answer about exactly what he's doing here, so Officer Chris pulls him aside in the customs channels.
Are all the bags yours? Are all the bags yours?
Yes,
yeah.
3 bags are mine.
Okay. Did you pack all the bags yourself? Yeah. Okay, anything in your bags for anyone else? Is anyone giving you gifts or goods to carry for them into this country?
Nothing.
No, okay. And as well as the cigarettes...
Very simply, he's Cameroonian, but he's also got residency in Thailand. So he's coming here allegedly to see Chelsea play. He's got no idea where the stadium is, he's got no ticket, it would appear, he's got no idea which hotel he's stopping in. He's got no idea who Chelsea are playing.
So what sort of things are you going to do whilst you're here then?
Yeah. Buy some things.
Yeah. Yeah, please, Tony, if you don't mind. Just...
Officer Tony steps in to help with the investigation.
My friend is just using a little swabbing device. It just checks if you come into contact with anything like, you know, drugs we spoke about earlier. It's just like a little sniffer dog.
And a small trace reading for cocaine deepens the intrigue.
It shows traces, but it's not hitting the red zone, but still a significant link, so it's up to Chris how he wants to play it.
Whilst going through the man's belongings, Chris has made an unusual discovery.
Tony? Does that say UN security on it?
Looks like it.
The unusual find makes officers suspect that the stamp may be being used for fraudulent purposes.
In his bag, we found a stamp which says UN security code. Why would you have something like that? I think it's probably worth running it by our colleagues in Special Branch, as was called, it's Counter-terrorism unit now. This is very odd. So they may be very interested in that. If you don't want to talk to
no problem. Yep.
Officer Chris heads over to the counter-terrorism team with the suspicious stamp. Meanwhile, his colleague Tony continues his search of the passenger's belongings and investigates the large amount of money he's carrying.
He has rather a lot of cash with him. He's required, when he comes into the EU, to make a declaration for anything more than 10,000 euros. What you need to do is complete this form with the details of what you've got there. This is a leaflet that explains to you what the law is, why you have to make the declaration, okay? But at the moment what he says he's doing is coming here to, as a tourist, but also to look for stock for his shop, because he has a hair salon back where he lives. So he's got quite a bit of cash just to fund the purchases of that, as well as his stay here. So obviously, as it's more than 10,000 euro that he has to declare, just waiting for him to do a declaration.
Whilst Chris and Tony were happy that the man's cash was for legitimate business purposes, a further investigation was launched into his dodgy UN stamp. He was taken away by the counter-terrorism unit for further questioning. At Manchester, border officers in the immigration area have asked Officer Liz to search a man hoping to enter the UK on a tourist visa, as they have concerns over how long he plans to stay.
Okay. This gentleman's coming into the country to meet somebody he's met on the internet. It's a girlfriend, and he's coming into the UK to see her for the first time.
And how long is it you're here for?
6 months.
6 months. And why have you come to the UK?
To eventually try to get married to my girlfriend. I proposed to her over online.
Oh, right. And she accepted? Oh, excellent.
The reason that we're going to search for his bags now is because the immigration officers have questioned him upstairs when they took his passport off him when he entered the UK. Because of what he said, his reason for staying here, that's why they want us to search his bags to see if there's any documents in there that's going to indicate he's going to stay in the UK for longer than what he's intimating.
And when did you meet your girlfriend?
Back in October.
October 08? Yeah. Just gonna put that on there.
The man is being unusually candid, but his story has all the hallmarks of an immigration scam.
All right, so you met her in October 08. Where was that?
On an online game.
Oh, in an online game?
Yeah.
Oh, right. What game was that?
Second Life.
Second Life?
Yeah.
What's that all about? What kind of game's that? Is it like
it's a role-playing game.
All right.
Just a bunch of pictures.
Okay. Right, so you've proposed to someone you've never even met.
The man's honesty is starting to get him into trouble.
Talking on webcam long enough.
So when you get married, when do you plan to get married?
Well, we're going to try to give it about a month or two, and then we're going to, if we're still madly in love with each other, we're going to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
And then we're going to apply for the marriage visa.
Right, and where will he live? Will he live here or in the States?
I'll live with her.
Here.
But this is against immigration rules, and unless he begins to explain himself, the romance may have to remain online.
That's a pair of panties she sent me.
All right, it's okay. All right, this is the movie collection.
Yeah.
It seems the customs search is starting to go a bit deeper than the man would like.
What's that? Oh, right, oh, this is your eyes. This is your private collection, is it? That's okay.
The one my dad tried stealing from me.
Got a bit of cannabis in there. It's a bit of weed there, is it?
Liz discovers what could be cannabis.
Know where it came from.
And suddenly
Yeah, I
the
mean, we're
man
in
becomes
sorts now.
evasive.
Is that what it is?
I'm not really sure.
You're not sure? Okay. You just hang on there for a minute. I've just been looking. He's got some adult DVDs, but I've just found a little tiny, just little residue, potentially of cannabis, herbal cannabis. So I'm just going to give it a quick test and just see if it is or not. Okay. Yeah. So I've got a positive reaction. It's very, very small amount. I mean, obviously, he's been very upfront about what his intentions are, which could be unfortunate for him, depending on what immigration decide. But from what he's been saying to me, it does sound like he does intend to, you know, come over here to get married and to, you know, stay here with his wife when he gets married.
Liz thinks the cannabis is probably just a sign of personal use, and so decides to hand him back to immigration.
Yeah, it's reacted positively to cannabis. I mean, have you got any drugs on you at all today?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, what will happen now is we'll take you back upstairs. I'll just show the immigration officer the paperwork that I found. Okay, and then it'll be up to them then. They might want to ask you a few more questions. Okay. Basically, he's applied for a visit visa, which means he's come here for the purpose of tourism. When he's actually got to the immigration desk, he told the immigration officer that he's come to meet his girlfriend. So it sounds really like he doesn't intend to go back at all. So I've passed that information on to the immigration officer. They'll interview him and they'll make a decision about whether or not to let him come into the UK or whether to send him back home to America.
The man was allowed into the UK to meet his fiancée for the first time, but their relationship has been put on hold as he was returned to the United States the next day.